I'm Paul from beginnerguitaracademy.com and welcome to another episode of Learn Guitar with Paul. And this episode I'm going to go through all the 5 picking exercises we've looked at over the last few weeks just because they're so important. I say this every time we look at picking, don't neglect your right hand. Make sure you're spending a fair bit of time on right hand as well as your left hand. Common trap people fall into is they spend the majority of the time the other way around. They'll spend the majority of the time on the left hand and kind of ignore the right. And then that'll be evident in the accuracy, the coordination, the synchronization between both hands. It just won't be there. So make sure your right hand gets a good workout. And we do this through our 5 picking exercises. The first picking exercise we looked at was down and up on the 6th string. We call alternate picking, alternating the direction you are playing the string. Down, up, down, up. Then picking exercise number 2 was down on the 6th string, up on the 5th string. So what you call outside picking. You're playing the outside of the strings. Picking exercise number 3 was inside picking. You're going up on the E string, down on the A string, up on the E string, down on the A string. Picking exercise number 4 was all downs, just picking both strings going down. And number 5 was both strings going up. So starting up on the A, up on the E, up on the A, up on the E. So again, quite simplistic, those exercises. There shouldn't be anything really to worry about trying to get your head around them. But then to really practice them, there's a few things I want you guys to focus on. One is the technique in your right hand. So bracing with your pinky, make sure you're not pushing any pressure on that pinky. You want to be able to move it around. It's just there as a guide, bit of support. You don't want to add any pressure. As you hold the pick, only a small amount of pick sticking out from your fingertip. And as you pick the string, you just really want to be stroking the top of the string, not digging in too hard. So really gently so you can cross it. So that'll be a lot easier then to get the speed up. Obviously, as and when we need to. Not yet. So there's some real nice tips with the right hand. That's what we want to be focused on as we're doing these picking exercises. And as you pick the string, try and keep the stroke nice and narrow, meaning as you're picking the string, you're not moving the pick too far away from it. Obviously, the further you go away, the longer it's going to take for you to come back and do the next pick. So you want those pick strokes to be nice and narrow, nice and shallow, so you're not going too far away from the strings. So it's going to be a lot quicker to do it. Picking motion is coming ideally made from the wrist. A little bit from the fingers is fine, but yeah, ideally mainly from that wrist. These are all the things you should be focusing on, really trying to get down, guys. These are the most important technique points. Okay, build on top of this. That's when we will be using the metronome. Now, when we were looking at, I think picking exercise number 1, or maybe the other ones as well as we went through, we used the metronome. And we looked at doing an 80 with the metronome. So here's my 80 speed. So I'm just picking the 6th string down and up. What we need to try and do now, we've introduced 8th notes, is try and pick 8th notes. So you're picking twice per click, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and going down on the click or on the numbers, up in between on the offbeat or the ands. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's the next place to take it, bringing those 8th notes, and then obviously just creep up that speed. So if you can do 80, 85, then 90, then 95, and build up, build up, build up. Obviously really working on that speed. Make sure you're not sacrificing the accuracy and the technique for the speed though. Make sure you're still nice and secure in how you're picking that string. And again, all those technique points I highlighted earlier, make sure they're still there. Ways we can embellish this or build upon this as well is taking, for instance, picking exercise 1, bringing those 8th notes, but then changing strings. 4 and so every bar you drop down a string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You could even go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you come back up, jump a string. So that's really good for accuracy. So you do a whole bar again, but you're only doing, so it'll be 8 picks in each bar. You're doing the first half of the bar, 4 picks on the E string, 4 picks on the A. Back to 4 on the E, then you jump down to the D. 4 on the E again, down to the G. Really good for coordination and accuracy of that right hand. And you can take that with all the different picking exercises. So for instance, picking exercise number 3. So we're going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So just gradually moving out that hand as you drop. You're just moving, changing the strings. So that's a really good exercise. It's a really good way of kind of making these a little bit more challenging. So it probably won't take too long to you thinking, this is a bit boring now. I've got the idea. It's then ways to make that more challenging, and that is definitely speed. We could bring different rhythm types as well up to this point in this series. We've only looked at 8th notes. But if you know your triplets, if you know 16th notes, then try and bring them in as well, and that'd be the kind of next place to go to. But there you go. There's a few ideas just based around the basic 5 picking exercises and how you can take them a little bit further, but you definitely want to be using them as part of your warm-up routine. Really get that right hand rocking, get really strong, really confident in your right hand abilities, so then you can then focus on the left, but be confident that your right is still doing what it should be doing. So if you're watching this on Facebook, guys, don't forget to like our page. If you're over on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, just so you're keeping up to date with all the good stuff we're putting out there. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in another video.